Two Jamaican women turned excess sweet potatoes into a growing business. See what we did there? Excess, growing, farming. Okay, proving that innovation in agriculture can create opportunities. We're welcoming now founder of Suedi Foods Limited, Suedi-Ann Hamilton, to tell us about her journey with her co-founder as well, Kishauna Armstrong. Good morning, Suedi-Ann.
Good morning, Simone.
Your name is so unique.
Thank you.
I've never met a Sudi.
That's why we name it Aunt Sudi.
Oh my goodness. Who is Aunt Sudi?
I am Aunt Sudi.
You Aunt Sudi, okay. Did you have an Aunt Sudi before you?
No,
Okay.
my mom told me that she made up the name, right? Because somebody in her community named Susan, but she liked Susan, and she just pieced it together and formed Suedi-Ann, and
yeah,
that's why we have it.
Parents gonna do that. Parents gonna do that. So you dreamt of being a business person since your UTech days?
No, from before that.
From before?
From I was in primary school.
Tell me about that dream.
So I always dreamt of owning at first I wanted to own a hotel, right? And I remember telling my dad that I'm going to own a hotel, and he was like, you don't come from a rich family, so you're going to own a hotel, you know? And in high school...
Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Angels. I went to Angels, Angels Community. I went to Angels Primary. I went to Holy Child High School. Then I left and went to UTech.
Mm-hmm.
So while at Holy Child, I studied the business subjects. At UTech, I did the same. And it was while I was at UTech now, I started to research, because I was thinking about what will I do with my life when I leave. And an agronomist, while I was at UTech, in the last year, told me about I should go into farming. I was like, farming? I don't grow up in the country. I don't have any lands in the bushes or any family giving me any lands. I don't know anything. So I did my research, and I found out that we are a heavily importation country. We rely heavily on imports, and I felt like I wanted to be the solution to that problem. Mm-hmm. So I researched and started going into peppers, but I didn't start immediately after. I started like 2 years after. I met my business partner in university, and I told her about what I plan on doing when I left, and she went full force with me. Matter of fact, she is the accountant behind the scene, so I put together the business plan, and she's the one that does the numbers. And I might have a plan to sell it at X, and when she did the numbers, she'd be like, no, we have to sell it at
Y.
Y, yes. Mm-hmm. So she is very instrumental, and right now she's currently running the factory while I'm doing the interviews and selling the products, meeting people and selling the products.
Factory, you know, Sudi-Ann. So tell me about, obviously you guys have gone a long way. So when you started farming, what did you start with?
We started with peppers.
With the peppers, and then you discontinued the peppers?
Yes, because we realized that the location that we were at, there was not enough workers to pick the peppers.
Yeah, which was where?
Clarendon.
Okay. And so no to peppers, is that when you started sweet potato after?
I was doing peppers while doing sweet potatoes. Okay. And then I realized, and I was selling a hotel at the time. We were selling a hotel at the time. So we're selling the hotel peppers, okras. And then I saw an opportunity where we could
Look
sell.
at you, miss. Oh, I'm not farming. I didn't grow up in the country. You reached to the point where you were able to supply
the hotel. Yeah, we started supplying the hotel very early, within a year.
What?
Yeah, within a year. We started supplying the hotels.
And then you started to know this diversify the value chain.
Yeah, so we supplied the hotel, and then we realized that, hey, we need to start selling supermarkets, because we are doing this full time. We don't have a next job. This is not a hustle for us. This is business for us. So it was full time, every day leaving Kingston, getting up 6 a.m. and leaving to go to Clarendon that we don't know, to do farming. And yeah, so
here you are now. Is it now a glut on your hands that led you to this business idea? How did that come about?
All right. Yeah, man. So it was like 3 years ago. We were supplying the supermarkets. We were supplying the restaurants. And yes, we did have a glut. And we gave some to the children home, and we gave to the church. And then we realized that we still have excess sweet potatoes. And my business partner said to me, hey, I think it's time that we go into manufacturing. I was saying to her that, whoa, this is sooner than we planned, because at the time we were just 3 years doing the farming and distribution business. And I said, okay, and I started to look at different products that we could do. We created different products, right? And I told her that we should settle at the chips. So I was in the kitchen formulating recipes to create the chips, and she was there right beside of me, helping me, giving me an extra pair of hands in the kitchen, and that's how we come up with the chips.
Tell me about that formulation process, because that's not easy. Product development is hard.
Well, it's, as I said, it's 3 years in the making.
Yes.
So the first year was just straight research. So we didn't arrive at sweet potato chips first. We were doing other products, not just sweet potato. We were thinking about other products, right? But then again, I was thinking about what was the lowest hanging fruit.
Literally, but not quite. Lowest hanging vegetable.
And what can we be consistent with? So that took out a lot of other options. And then I realized, okay, we need to find something that we can do with the sweet potatoes. Because we do papayas too, a lot of papayas.
Okay.
Right, and we do have a lot of pumpkins too.
Oh, wow.
So we had to find what we were most consistent with, and because we already had a contract with ILO, we are the only distributor of ILO, of sweet potato island-wide. Big up ILO, big up. And Progressive too. Progressive, we sell Progressive too, but yeah, so...
ILO is your main.
Yeah, ILO is the main. So as a result, now we settled at sweet potato chips, and we couldn't get the slice right at first because it has to be cut thin enough. And also we have to calculate how long you need to fry the chips for. Just the whole production
line. It's a lot.
We did production operation management at UTEC. So both of us did a major in production operation management.
Okay.
So yeah, and then I had a background in cooking overseas. So
fantastic. So you were made for this, and this was made for you, Sudi. So you have two variants. You have the SKUs. You have the sweet potato chips,
the
barbecued, and then this one is for the more health conscious. Tell us about this one now.
All right. So I would say most Jamaicans. This is not for children, right? Because I think kids love salt, right? So most Jamaicans love salt. So this is more for the healthy people. It's 70 calories. It's not oily, right? And really and truly, it's low, very low in salt. So what we have realized is that sometimes the salt might settle at the bottom. So if you're eating this, yes, so just give it a little shake before. If you want to taste the salt, you have a person that said, no, I don't want to taste no salt. So yeah, this is for the health conscious persons. And then you have the barbecue sweet potato chips. Now this is for everybody else that love flavor. It is bold, it is addictive, it's flavorful.
Not spicy though.
Not spicy.
That's your next product idea.
Yes, we're going to do spicy.
Back in the kitchen. Yes.
We're going to do spicy.
Okay, so now you're at the place where you're in some supermarkets.
Yeah.
And you're working to get into the major chains.
Yeah, we're in five supermarkets.
Which ones are you in now?
Luscious. We just got into Luscious last week. We're in Master Mac on Constant Spring Road. We're in General Foods, Legale Plaza, and I'm forgetting.
One more.
I'm forgetting the next one. Sovereign.
Okay.
Sovereign Supermarket.
Those are some good outlets you're in.
Yeah.
Suedi-Ann. Fantastic. It's a great start.
And we're in 2 pharmacy and a restaurant, 2 restaurants.
Great. Well, I wish you all the best with the product. I mean, we are a chips eating country. If we can get a healthy variant, fantastic, and a bold variant, even better.
And this is locally grown, 100% locally grown, coming from our farms. As we expand, we will be buying from other sweet potato farmers, but this is 100% Jamaican. It's made in Mayfair and Clarendon. All right, so please support us.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Aunt Sudi. Appreciate. Don't leave. Founder of Suedi Foods Limited, Suedi-Ann Hamilton. All the best with your product. Guys, go out and support, okay? We have more on Smile after this break. Super.